Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name Muhammad Hafiz bin Zulfatah, metric number 1190842. After playing the 30 days paper trading game in Bursa, Malaysia, I have learned a lot of things, including how to evaluate the company performance using the fundamental analysis and how to analyze the price behavior of the stocks using technical analysis. Okay, next I choose 3 companies from different sectors for this assignment. The first company is the Gritek Technology Berhad, which is a firm that develops and distributes automated equipment. The next is Dagang Exchange Berhad, which is a leading service provider company in trade facilitation and energy sector. Lastly, Syarikat Takaful Malaysia Keluarga Berhad, which is a Malaysia insurance firms that offer various products of takaful insurance. About my portfolio summary, the total money invested in the 3 stocks in my portfolio is 25,590 ringgit. After selling all of my stocks with a gain of 2.82%, my portfolio has a total value of 28,410. Next, we move to the fundamental analysis first. By looking at the economic condition, Malaysia GDP declined by 4.1% in the third quarter of 2021, down from 16.1% from the last quarter. Following that, Malaysia Industrial Production Index substantially decreased year-over-year by 0.7% in August 2021, and the third quarter inflation has dropped 2.2%. Meanwhile, unemployment rate has fallen to 4.7% in the third quarter. Malaysia dropped in economy primarily due to the tight containment measures implemented during the phase 1 of the National Recovery Plan. Okay, after that, we move to the company analysis. Start with the gross profit margin. Firstly, the gross profit for Gritek Technology was down to 41.84% from 43.46% last year due to the increasing transportation and travel costs. Moreover, for Dagang Exchange, it is reported that their GPM is at 40%. And after that, for Syarikat Takaful Malaysia, gross profit margin are non-existent because it is a service company. Second is about the dividend yield and payout ratio. Among these 3 companies, only Syarikat Takaful Malaysia Keluarga Berhad paid the dividends, although the insurance company dividend yield of 3.39% is not the highest, but it paid out 27% of its profits in dividend. Furthermore, I use PE ratio in the fundamental analysis. It shows how much an investor is willing to pay for every ringgit of the profits. Gritek Techno has a poor PE ratio of 62.81x that is considered overpriced, and investor will have to pay a high price for it. Dagang Exchange is the greatest value based on its PE ratio of 13.34x, that is not too pricey nor too cheap. Finally, Syarikat Takaful Malaysia is a strong buy based on its PE ratio of 8.11x. The second analysis is the price to book ratio, which is a financial ratio that compares a company's current market capitalization to its book value. Gritek with 21.8x is excessive and the stock may be considered overpriced. Next, Dagang Exchange PB ratio shows an increase of 171% from last year, which is 2.5x. Next, PB ratio of Syarikat Takaful declined by 26% from 2.7x to 1.98x. Lastly is the earning per share, which represents how much money a firm earns on each share of its stocks. By 2021, Gritek Technology expects to earn 7 cents per share. Following that, Dagang Exchange has an EPS of 17 cents, which is greater than Gritek Technology. Finally, Syarikat Takaful Malaysia has the highest EPS, which is for 0.436 ringgit. A big conclusion for fundamental analysis is Gritek Technology stocks is considered high price with a great financial status. Dagang Exchange has good PE ratio where the market price is equivalent with its intrinsic value. Lastly, Syarikat Takaful Malaysia has a downturn in this month, but the dividend they pay is good. Then, the technical analysis that was used to spot patterns in stock prices and return to earn a better rate of return. In this report, I employ 3 distinct indicators of technical analysis, which is support and resistance, moving average, convergence, divergence, and also a relative strength index. From the graph of technical analysis, we can conclude that the Gritech technology is a good stocks to buy for a long-term investment, but the price today is not the best time to buy because it is overpriced. Meanwhile, Dagang Exchange has good prospect for future growth, and Takaful stocks give dividends, but the capital gain is not favorable. Last but not least, we have arrived to the buy, hold, and sell decision. Each of these 3 companies' equities was picked through a fundamental study. Additionally, all these equities were purchased at a fair price on the same dates, which is 12 October, after I determined that this day is the optimal day to buy all those stocks using the technical analysis. To begin with, Gritech Technology Berhad was purchased when the RSI reading touched at 30 on 12 October and 27 October, indicating an oversold or undervalued status. The stock are sold when the RSI has reached above 70 at 25 October and 12 November 2021. Meanwhile, the Dagang Exchange was purchased on 12 October and 3 November because at that time the stocks are having a support breakdown which offer lower entry price and the possibility for higher profit. Then I sold the Dagang stocks at the resistance breakout level on 2 and 12 November. Next, stocks in Syarikat Takaful Malaysia Keluarga Berhad were purchased when the MACD line crosses above the signal line on 12 October and 10 November. And then I sell them when the MACD line crosses below the signal line at 20 October and 12 November. To simplify, all the stocks are bought at lower price and I sell them at a higher price with some returns and capital gains. Coincidentally, all 3 stocks are bought at the same dates and sell also at the same dates. Gritech and Dagang stocks are sold with some gains, but Takaful Malaysia stock are sold to avoid more losses in the future. Thank you for listening and Assalamualaikum.